Hi, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's your girl Marisha LaShay, and welcome to another episode of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. I am Marisha LaShay, the host of this amazing show, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. Here, come on in. Whether you are a returner, newcomer, welcome, 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 welcome. Of course, with that being said, first give an honest guy who's ahead of my life and making all of this possible. Second thing, I just got to shout y'all out because you guys have been amazing with making sure that y'all are getting the word out. I had a goal that I am constantly working on in regards to the breakfast show about us being heard on international platform and in international countries. And we have been doing that for the past 4 years. As of today, we have secured 17 countries. Yes. So proud. Give us a round. Okay, like we used to do in kindergarten. Meanwhile, that was the second thing. First, I gave honor to God. Second, being able to just kind of shout y'all out, my supporters. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for me just being able to pop up on the internet, just in general, and positive things. Third thing, I definitely want to give a shout out because, again, I remember when I first started out, all I had was one listener. Now I'm at 1,500. So I'm truly, truly thankful, truly, truly grateful. Just giving honor to God, who's the head of my life, making this possible. Definitely giving a shout out to my father for being a soundboard for me. Normally, y'all know I normally be shouting him out constantly, daily, but just attributing it back to God. You know, I'm not acting funny. I'm just like, it's all because of God. It was God who was having us meet at 3 in the morning. It was God who gave me the idea to use my voice to be heard because oftentimes I talk a lot. I'm a very talkative person. I love people. I love being able to chop it up. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in. And we're going to start with the mental check in. Okay. Before we jump into that mental check in, though, this is day 10 of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. This show will be in effect for the next 20 days. As you may or may not know, this show only occurs 4 times out of the year in the months that have 30 days. Very unique, isn't it? So that means April, June, September, and November. And this November, we are going to be doing it big because, again, this all started during COVID. And your girl has been hanging in there for 5 years come November 1st, 2025. I'm about to say 2025. Baby, I am ecstatic. So let me go ahead and move myself on back to the point, and that is the mental check-in. What is a mental check-in, Marisha LaShay? That is when you rate how you are feeling on a scale from 1 to 10 based on how you are feeling at the start of your morning. If you are at a 1, that means that this could possibly be the worst day of your life or just a challenging time. Can you be below the 1? Absolutely. And 10 being the best day of your life. And can you be above a 10? Absolutely. Because some days I'm on a million. Some days, sweetie, I'm just holding on to him of Jesus' cloth. Okay. So nobody's able to dictate how you feel and what you feel and why you feel. So I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity to be before you guys this morning because I could have been anywhere else and you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here with me. And for that, I am totally grateful for you all. So, with that being said, today, our question for today is what is Poetry Month? What is Poetry Month? And for those that are wondering, every month we are observing something, right? So I went on to my good internet to find out what they mean by this and what's going on and all of these good things. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what month Poetry Month is observed in. And that is going to be the month of April. The month of April. Okay. April is officially observed as National Poetry Month in the United States. It was established in 1996 by the Academy of American Poets. and is now one of the largest literary celebrations in the world. Okay, in the world, throughout the month, people celebrate poetry through readings, publications, classroom activities, community activities. And with that being said, yes, that is what is happening. I wanted my computer to die on y'all, so I just wanted to plug it in. So, with it being Poetry Month, I am going to share two poems with you guys this morning. And then I am going to talk about the inspiration and what these poems are all about. Okay. So, my first poem I have Truth Is. And this inspiration came from Fantasia's song, Truth Is. And my poem, of course, is an inspiration, but the poem name is If Truth Was My Name. If truth was my name, would this ignite my boldness of expression to every lesson or question that others had regarding all that I have done or associated myself with? You know, if my name was truth, would I ever engage in the world of lies or even mistakes, despite living up to my name? Or how about honesty and being honest? Would there have been all types of situations eliminating my truth or hidden agendas? Hmm. Or even being Stevie Wonder to my reality if my name was truth? You see, one day I was thinking about my life, reflecting on all of my truth within, and some of them that I have shared openly with others or even audiences. I can remember a time I never wanted to meet or be vulnerable or experience vulnerability because it would ruin my ability to feel human. If my name was truth, I would start by admitting the truth attributes that best describe me now in this chapter 32. Truth is, in this season, I no longer seek the happiness of outdoors, at home, looking at the four walls, which mathematically define a square. The truth is, I desire to be outdoors, but I am afraid of the aftermath of a good time, ending in the reality of coming back, being trapped into a routine of commitment and stressors and preparation and the dedication of being overcommitted and overworked. A human life wheel of working that 9 to 5, not a time to be live. Working is the show. I perform daily for the same audience of people, and I'm surrounded by other performers. We are performing our different acts of the week. The truth is, I'm tired of doing those acts. It's becoming oh so whack. It's turning and taking over my mental. Like playing on an old fiddle or even repeating the same old riddle because you're stuck in between the new comings and the old missions. I feel as though that this is a form of entrapment and lack of fulfillment. Oftentimes, my endurance and stamina is tried on so many levels that I have turned to breathing like I'm on a respirator, and calculated breaths are followed by the rhythm of counting backwards from 10 to 1. And my brain is staring at two choices: fight or flight. The onset of the adrenaline, the onset of sweat dripping down my back, the moment of feeling like I can't think, blink, or figure out the next link. Maybe I forgot my part because I am performing. I wasn't prepared for the onset of new directions or path. Truth is, wait. Let me switch back to my original point and theme of this poem. I kind of got sidetracked. If truth was my name, can I get a little personal and share some struggles? Here is my list of struggles daily. Number one, to stay consistent in holding my emotions and not to allow my emotions to drive my actions of impulsion. Two, to stay at peace and calm. but not letting my anxiety take the lead, thinking about the techniques that was given to me, allowing me to be in control, not be in the forefront of a collision of overwhelm, of being overstimulated and anxious. Three, always giving too much to someone or the mission and then flabbergasted at the reality of the lack of communication, reciprocation from others, and negativity. Four, making assumptions and then become consumptions that then become consumptions in my brain. Five, putting on my cape to save others that don't have the capacity to save me, or even creating my own safe haven for my own safety being a priority. Isn't that something after wow, this feeling diminishes into nothing? Damn. Truth is. Ooh, that was the one. That was the one. Okay. So let's kind of unpack this. What was the inspiration? I think for this one, I wanted to speak of, it has kind of like, it's very raw. There's some reflection in this message, of course, as I reflect on who I am as I deal with my different truths, as I get to know who I am each year, because again, I get to see who I become and who I am at this particular age of being 32. The things that would have interested me at 22 don't interest me at 32. The things that interest me at 12 would not have interested me at 22 or even at 32. 10 years ago, I became a mom. 10 years ago, I lived in Georgia. It's a 10-year gap right here. And my son is marking that 10, 10, 10. 10 years I've been a mom. 10 years I've seen my ups and my downs. And it's just a moment of reflection where I was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, baby, I was struggling to pay my rent. 10 years ago, I had just graduated from Clarkson University, but then I was working at Walgreens. Okay. Can I just be real about what my 10 years of my reflection looked like? And even some harsh realities that I've had to uncover about family members being a victim, being a victimizer. I mean, you have fallen victim to different things in your life that you probably even never really realized until you sat down to actually reflect. And that's what this has been for me. 30s have been about reflection. And I'm so glad that I have been um able to just kind of do that. Some of the same relationships that I once had, I no longer have. And it's okay, because it's not necessarily saying I have beef with you, but I have to sort through the issues that I have not resolved, that I have not been emotionally present, that I have not made myself aware, that I have swept under the rug, that I have no longer bothered to acknowledge, that I no longer want to clear the air to confront. Okay. These are my choices because it is my life and it is my world. And with that being said, that is just where I'm at right now. And that is totally fine, because I'm okay with me in this season that I am in. I am okay with me. I am okay with the relationships and the people that I currently have in my inner circle. I'm okay with that. So with that being said, I'm going to drop another one. Um, And this one, of course, is from the inspiration of So Anxious by Genuine, but we're talking about two different things. Here we go. So anxious, so anxious, so anxious. I'm anxious, but not for sex. More anxious for my time freedom and freedom from the stress of the onset of stressors. Impeded pressure like a diamond in the fire. My heart's ultimate desire is to be away in full isolation for elevation of my full potential commitment in time. All my time is a weight on the dime that is associated to my name. It's like a drug to ingest daily. Hello, my name is Miss Morris. Here is my badge of honor. I'm raising 97 students daily. The ultimate question becomes why? So anxious, so anxious, so anxious, because every day showcases a new case of problem solving, overstimulation, and resetting of the future generation of humans with a purpose or problems. Teaching goes beyond the four walls of a building. It is a full-time commitment and long list of lessons and directions. Here's a few math problems for you. Opportunities plus options equals freedom to the power of choice. Preparation plus patience equals grace to the power of peace. Empowerment plus equality equals self-advocacy and others. So anxious, so anxious, so anxious. 707, let's meet and greet and retreat. So what's expected for the day? I'm listening, but may I interject just for a second to add my suggestion based on the data collection? Just for a second, no one is listening to things that have been obvious or these questions and the list requests. This list continues to grow daily. The fight for my stamina to be increased, yet my time for sleep has decreased. Up all night, answering questions all day in plain sight. The reality is counting down to the next break. So anxious, so anxious, so anxious. Mm, mm. Okay. What am I anxious about? Is it the pressures of wanting to create civilized humans? Yes. Is it the pressures of the commitment and the job being of service? Yes. As you think about most educators, and I know this topic never gets old because it continuously to keep unfolding. And a lot of everything that's surrounding me right now is what it is. Like I'm wearing it. I'm in it every day. I'm pressing play. Do you ever think about quitting your job? Do you ever think about doing something else? Because Marisha, we might get tired of hearing it. Okay. We don't want to hear you talk about this no more. We don't want to hear you talk about overstimulation. It just makes me so anxious for those who don't understand the reality of being a teacher. So you have to be able to put this type of content out for those who are listening and those that need that war cry of what teachers are going through. We're not constantly repeating for attention. We just want to be heard. We just want to be acknowledged. We just want to just take it off of us and come off edge, sweetie, because we're on edge. Okay, we're not ready to commit suicide. We're not ready to jump, but sweetie, we are wearing the badge of honor. We are doing the jobs of those parents who are not. We are doing the things behind the scenes that you do not see. You know what I'm saying? And we are the school. The school isn't just the building, the school is within our hearts, within our minds. When we go home, when we come back, what we're thinking about. Everything that is going on with us, we are thinking about that and we are at the forefront of what is going on and what is happening. And that's where that came from. I don't hate my job. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I am proud and I know that this is an investment. I am very proud of the students that I teach. I am very proud of how they love on me. I am very proud of what they think about me. Because if I'm doing the right things and I'm being the leader and the facilitator in the space, they are watching me at all times. I am a role model. I am a mother, a aunt to somebody. And I'm thankful for that because God chose me. This opportunity chose me. I didn't choose it. It chose me. Trust and believe that. Because if I could have had it my way, I would have been doing something else. But I thank God. And not that I can't be doing anything else, but I thank God because again, excuse me, people see me. I see myself. And I'm thankful truly. Because this is our future generation. You see adversity every day, you see growth every day, but the positivity of the things that these kids are saying when they, as they're dealing with certain things, how they problem solve, how they deal with conflict resolution. It's a beautiful opportunity to be able to navigate. So my call to action for today, you guys, is it's poetry month. For my poets out there, definitely feel free to tap in, drop a link. You know what I'm saying? I never told y'all to be able to share out from earlier from your mental check-ins. Please do that, y'all. Please do that. Thank you guys for tuning in to today. Today was nothing but amazing. I'm glad I was able to share my poems with you all. I'm glad that I was also able to share the inspiration and the reflections and where it came from in order for me to be able to just be vulnerable with you all and everything that I'm just dealing with. Thank you for just engaging my platform. I'm awesomely thankful. So, y'all, with that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace. That's all I have for y'all. And I'm gone.